Hey guys, it's Doc Holly here. Thank you so much for tuning in again. So, listen, today I actually want to talk about something that's very, very interesting. And this is just actually something that I've kind of like seen that has become common, but I find it very odd. So, I want to talk about this, what I'm going to coin as being a back burner. And so this whole back burner thing is where basically um you're in essence the partner that's on hold. And so I know that that is a great tension for many. The reality is that it's being done, and there are many people who have these back burner relationships, and they are actually able to maintain those. So the thing for me is this: in reality, I understand that there are people who are really truly just single. They're living their best life, right? And there are people who have casual relationships, and then there are others that are in committed relationships. If you take all three, when it's all said and done, there is a measure based on studies that actually shows that many people still yet have what is called back burner relationships. And so the back burner people are basically people who basically you're able to maintain a relationship like with the hopes that maybe either you will get into something romantic or have a sexual encounter, with this person. And so a lot of times it's, if they're single and they're just out there living it, for most people it's null and void. It doesn't matter, you just, keeping in contact or whatever. And it's almost the same thing with a casual relationship, right? Right? Because it's casual. And I think that that kind of sets the precedence and there's an understanding. But I know that there's a tension when a committed relationship comes into place and these back burner relationships exist. Because it does leave room for, if you're in a committed relationship, why would you, in essence, try to keep an open door to someone that you may have this interest in, whether it be romantically, like you may want to pursue something with them, or for a possible sexual encounter, right? So, one of the things that studies, in essence, shows is that a huge part of these relationships are able to be maintained through the reality of what we all know, texting. And so, a lot of times when I talk to men and women alike, they will say that definitely with, again, online dating, it makes it so easy for people to hide behind putting them on a back burner while they pursue others, right? And so even to the extent of, you have some people who are so calculated in their efforts that they will basically use texting as their main source of communication, because it allows them to keep people in their presence, let's say in their, whether it's in their home, they're out on a date or whatever, but you can still be texting the person behind the scenes that you have this interest in, like constantly engaging with them. Not only is texting a way that people are able to maintain back burner relationships, but you also have social media. We know that that's common. This is another way that you allow for access to be very um, reachable for you, attainable, right? And then there's other ways that people do it, emails, and then last but not least, because we know don't nobody use phones anymore, right? But telephone, it does happen. But this is something that has actually happened, and so it is one of the conversations that has come up that people are definitely concerned about. Those that really do want to work on relationships, that want to be in committed relationships or progress in that nature. There is a tension that these strategies that are being used, where you may have someone that you're with that you deem that you're putting all your energy into, but they're actually still focused on something, a possibility with someone else. And so in reality, I don't believe that there is, in essence, a workaround when it comes to that. It really is based on the person that you're with as to whether or not, if they're going to truly commit to you and cut those lines of communication off by way of texting, accessing, whether it was a partner that they had in the past or someone that they just, they had met or whatever, cutting that access off through social media, email, telephone, whatever the case may be. And so one of the things that in a group that I have that we discuss like these topics and go into detail is that often at times we don't sit with each other and have a conversation that says, or to get an understanding, is this something that you do? Is this something that you deem that is important for you to keep this type of access, and so that you will have an understanding? A huge part of being able to go into a relationship is to make sure that you're on the same page and you're being open and transparent and you have that opportunity. But otherwise, if we can't be open and honest with each other, then it kind of defeats the purpose of, in essence, being in the committed relationship. So here's my question. If you are to sit with yourself, okay, if you are to sit with yourself and you are to go through your contacts, take a look. How many contacts do you actually have that in reality, whether it's in your phone or on social media platforms, that basically at this time are back burners for you? Let's have a reality check and let's talk about it. When Dice speaks, you owe it to yourself to listen. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm always grateful for you guys and your shares and everything and your transparency. And I'm always looking forward to hearing from you and giving great perspectives while we're in this journey together. Until next time, have a fantastic week.